in conjunction with security for Glosso, we built a policy engine. Now, when you give your AI agent a wallet, you give it full access. There is no per transaction limit, there's no daily ceiling, no protocol allow lists. If your agent hallucinates a trade or loops on a tool call, it can blow your entire balance before you even notice. So Glosso fixes this with a policy engine. It's a rules layer that sits between every agent action and the signing adapter. Before any transaction is signed, the engine checks it against a set of scopes you define yourself. These scopes can include spend limits, rate limits, program allow lists, time controls, and a whole lot more. So if a rule is violated, signing is refused and the agent gets a structured error on why that thing happened, and then it can reason about it. So I can quickly take you through the 5 scopes we have for this agent, or for this wallet rather. Our 5 scope categories include spend limits, which can be maximum SO per day, per TX, per week, per session. We also have rate limits, per max transactions per hour, per day, per session. We also have program controls. You can define programs that you want the AI agent to interact with only. You can also block some certain programs, denying it access to those programs. We also have time controls. You can set active hours, active days for your AI agent, so it can only sign within that window. We also have the emergency section, which can have a kill switch there, or you want to block or sign all that, you can set it in the emergency section. Now we have 3 ways to configure this scope and these policies. We have 3 ways. First, the SDK. In our documentation, you can access information about the SDK. In the SDK, we have a with policy method. So once you call this method and you set your config inline, you automatically give your access, or you give your wallet scopes that it works with. So with this, our wallets are set to go. Then we also have the second way, the CLI. On the CLI, with the policy command, we can set many or multiple policies. You can have max SO per TX. Once you call Glosso policy set this, you can set this, you can set that. So with the CLI also, you can configure policies. And the third way is configuring a JSON file. Now, both the CLI and both the SDK, they all edit one file, which is a JSON file. The policies are stored in a JSON file, so you can edit that file directly yourself. Maybe you have a very complex setup where you have like maybe 10 to 20 policies. You can edit the policy JSON file yourself and then list them. It might be faster for you that way. Now we've seen setting up policies and how they work. What if policies are violated? How does our application handle it? We have a simple diagram that shows that. So what happens on a violation? When a policy blocks a transaction, the engine throws a policy violation error before any network call is made. So it comes with a scope and a reason in plain English. When this is transferred to the LLM, it has actual context in English. So we don't leave our LLM hanging, our agents hanging. We give it the actual reason why that particular thing happened, and it doesn't just stop abruptly. We also have hot reload on our machine. One more thing that makes this thing more practical is that the engine reads the policy.json on every single sign call, so you don't have to restart, just like how you do OpenClaw restart. Once you make any change to this JSON file, maybe you're already running an agent, then you open a new terminal and write in Glosso policy pause. This writes pauses immediately, like for the next sign call, the policy has already changed, so you don't need to restart it. It's just a hot reload, designed in a hot reload format. So if you want a dig or a deep dive into every scope, the docs have a full reference, so you can access the documentation, the policy engines section. You can see a lot about it. So you see the spend limit, rate limits, program controls, time controls, and even their types as well. The CLI management page also walks you through common workflows, maybe setting up an agent, running an agent, emergency stops, direct file editing, and a whole lot more. So there are 3 ways to configure it, as I've said: CLI, SDK, and then the editing JSON method. So with this, you can actually apportion rules and amounts for your AI agent to spend. Don't have it just working autonomously entirely. So give it certain rules that it should work with, and your money is safer in the hands of AI. Thank you.